Well, Vince, the lesson was a videotape that school officials say teaches children about families and diversity. And according to school officials, part of the lesson included children talking about their same-sex parents.
This is my mom, her name is Betty, and this is my other mom, her name is Kim.
Parents of a 9-year-old female student at the Marlton Evesham School District say they are angry over this video.
My name is Daniel, and these are my two dads, Dusty and Jason.
The parents say just before Christmas of last year, the 9-year-old daughter came home from school upset and confused about the video showing same-sex parents. The child's father didn't want to speak on camera, but through this email to the NBC 10 investigators, the father is quoted as saying, "The school district never sent a notice home regarding the contents of this video."
It's really cool to have two gay dads because they brought us into a home and they adopted us and they love us.
The father says he later sat down with school officials and viewed the video. His response, "The video was absolutely appalling." Marlton Evesham School District administrators acknowledged showing the video to students at the child's school. But when asked for an on-camera response, the director of curriculum told me, quote, "I have no need to talk to the media." Over the phone, she added, "The video makes no judgment about lifestyles. And the video is to teach respect for diversity of all children." School officials also say at the beginning of last year, a notice about the video went out to all parents, speaking in generalities. There were no specifics about same-sex parents.
The parents should have been informed first. However, we do live in a different environment. The children are going to be exposed to it. You cannot ignore it.
The kids nowadays have to know what's going on. And if they don't know until they're 9, what if they see them when they're 5, you know? And if they have friends or whatever, earlier on, they're going to be wondering what it's all about anyway.
But still, some think the information is too much for young children to understand.
It's just wrong, like for a third grade kid to go through that at that young age. You shouldn't have to, you know, you should find that out later on in life, you know, during, say, high school or something like that.
Now, I did ask the director of curriculum for a copy of that notice that went out to the parents, but she refused the request. And school administrators refused to say how many classes were shown the video or if they plan to show the video to more classes or not. For the investigators, Harry Hairston, NBC 10 News.
Harry, quickly, they talk about the same-sex marriages, and I heard in the clip the one kid say it's great having two daddies for X, Y, and Z. But in the video, do they explain why some kids have two mommies and two daddies and how that got to be?
Well, you know, when I talked to some of the parents out in the area, that was one of the big questions that the parents had and I had as well. They said it's okay maybe to teach some of this, but at least talk to the parents up front about it. But the big question, as you say, was what did they do to help the children understand what was being shown in the video? We asked that question, but they refused to give us an answer.
So apparently we assume that the kids came home with even more questions.
Yeah, that's what it seems like the case may have been.
All right, investigator Harry Hairston, thank you. All right, that brings us to today's live vote. Is classroom discussion about same-sex marriage appropriate for elementary school kids? So far, 18% of you say yes, overwhelmingly.